Ladies and gentlemen.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go, set, 15, Lonnie, 15 line. Back, roll out. Tighten up,
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Kraft. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Whip. Watch the whip. 6-6. Bullet high.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, high 7. Hey!
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Alpha.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, Echo.
Get in the weight room.
Now.
Operating from the gun. Kraft. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Off the play fake. Kraft. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Kraft. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Brickstone, travel.
Watch the out. Showing up. Showing up.
Hey, lock it.
SOS. Hey, look, 3.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Fire.
Operating from the gun, Kraft. It's Kelsey on the ground. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Go right in. Here we go. Strong right.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Kill.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On first down, Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
To throw on second down, Kraft. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Looking to throw. Kraft. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Here comes the Rams punter now. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now they try the right side here. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now on on 2nd and 13. Prescott. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now it's the backup Newton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Pick that. Pick 8. Kill. Hey, 4-1's my off. Let him know.
Throwing again. Newton. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got it. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Newton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. They go play action here on first down. Going up top for Kupp. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14 to 7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Kraft. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
Now he's into the clear. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, boys.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are the...
He's got a man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 77 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Switch.
Yes.
Come to me, it's me.
Go. Ready.
From the gun, Kraft. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Miles Jack came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, box drop.
49. Check 49.
Back to throw. Kraft. Flush to his right. That is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Kraft. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
And what's that? And what's the ball?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kraft. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Operating from the gun. Kraft. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
Hey, Wahoo! 80 weapons.
I'm going back to you. Kill.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Kraft escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
On 1st and 10, Kraft. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Newton on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 49 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're...
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The throw over the middle taken in, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Kraft. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play that time for the Rams. And even 50 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, Kraft. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Newton. It's complete. James White. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. 1st down, here's White. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He's going to float this one deep right side, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Prescott. This is White on the screen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They come out here in the I. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 2nd and 9, Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
numbers. Big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team got it, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this